Welcome everyone, Karen Eiton here, small business coach and alteration expert and coach. And today I'd like to give you 8 A+ reasons to start an alteration sewing business. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right on in and give you some of these reasons that can maybe help you to sort out if this is really a career for you, if this is really something that you want to do, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm outside, it's a little bit kind of buggy out here. I don't know why, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So don't mind me if I'm like fidgeting or whatever because of being outside. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So number one is that you can help people gain self-confidence in their clothing. People need sometimes that little extra tuck or nip to be able to feel comfortable and confident in their clothing, right? So you want to make sure that you are, that you are able to help people. That's our number one reason why we start any kind of a business, is because we have something to offer and we want to help, right? We want to help other people. So that is number one. So number two is that you can help people look good in their garments and in their clothing, right? And sometimes I pick out everything. I'm a real critic, right? But it's been my job forever to pick out what's wrong with something, right? What's wrong with a garment or an article of clothing or something. So it's always been my first instinct, because that's what I do for a living, right? That's what I've done for a living forever, right? And I'm still doing it to this day. And so, but it's kind of hard in a way, because I can't just turn that off, right? I can't just turn that off and say, look at somebody's garments or look at someone's clothing and just shut that off what's wrong, right? I can't do that, because I am wired to find the wrong in that garment or whatever, right? So that's what I do, And anyway, so I can see a lot of different people wearing clothes just right off of the rack, and you can tell the difference. You can tell when they're wearing clothing right off the rack. The sleeves are too long. There's things that just don't look right, right? And I can spot them right away. But someone else out in the public that doesn't really care about that, or doesn't have any sense of sewing, or doesn't have any sense of alterations, would never, they would overlook that. They would never even point that out. Or, I mean, I don't go around pointing things out, but would even think that to themselves, like, his sleeves are too long, his pants are dragging, and I see that when people walk in different events, different functions that we go to and things. So it just, but anyway, you would help people to look amazing in their garments, right? You would help them to look good. And so then number three is to help people with problem areas of their garments. So there's a lot of people who have different problem areas. Maybe someone is real, has really larger hips. Maybe someone is really, really short and needs all of their pants altered, right? So you help them with those problem areas where they can be a client and a customer over and over again. So then number four is you are empowered by becoming your own boss and the expert in your field. So when you start your own shop, you start your own alterations, you start to make money at it, and you start to be able to support yourself and things, you become empowered by being able to do that with your own God-given skills and talents, right? So that's very powerful. You wouldn't think that it is, but it's very powerful. So then number five is you become the go-to person for these people to go to get their clothing altered. Because, like retail, when people go and purchase things right off the rack and it's just only retail, well, these retail garments are just made universal. The sizes are just universal, right? So if you don't fit that size, if you don't fit a size 8 and you don't fit a size 16, and you don't fit a suit size 42, and you don't fit a suit size, 48, for instance, you're kind of like lost. Like, okay, so what do? I'm not a 48 and I'm not a 42, and, how do I like make this 42 work for me, right? Or how do I make this 48? That's the closest. How do I make that work for me, right? So, you become, the expert in your field, because you're able to identify their problems and to be able to help solve their problems, right? So, you know, not all sizes are the same. And anyone who buys something from the rack thinks that they can just wear it, they're really taking a big chance. Because it's not always that way, unless you are a perfect size. And most people are not a perfect size, right? So, you know, there's a lot of opportunity out there. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of opportunity out there because these retail sizes are not true for everyone. So then number 6, you will get to learn more and invest your passions and your skills at what it is you love to do. So if you love sewing already, you will be able to, you know, use your passion for sewing and use your skills and to grow a business, right? So that's huge when you love what you do. And then number 7 is you are then given the opportunity to grow your business. So once you start doing a few things for someone and the word gets out that you're sewing and you're doing things for people, the word's going to get out. Other people are going to learn about you just through word of mouth, and they're going to want to come and visit you, right? So you have to take all of that into consideration. Just because you don't have clients now, maybe is because you haven't offered your services yet. You haven't put yourself out there. And then once you do, then people are going to be calling and knocking on the door and asking, hey, could you make a skirt for me? Or could you alter a skirt for me? Could you, you know, fix a suit for me? And just different things like that. So then number 8 is you can then sew a product to sell. So one thing about alterations is you will have slow months. You know, you will have some months that are very slow. And like summer is usually a little bit slow. Spring is busy, fall is busy, and summer and winter can be a little bit iffy around here in my experience, right? So those other months is when I like to make and sew and really push my things that I make and sew. And that's another stream of income. That's extra stream of income and cash flow for you when you are running your alteration business, because it's not always you know, going to be flowing nonstop, you know, and you want to be able to have you know, the means to be able to create a product, to make a product that is all your own, and to be able to start selling it, to start promoting it, start selling it, and to create that second stream of income, because I want you to succeed. And with having that extra stream of income really helps. It helps other sewing shops to be able to stay afloat when things go down low, right? So I want to make you aware of that you know, we will have times like that. And, you know, there's other ways that you can, you know, modify and bring your business up to par where you're constantly, you know, turning it over money and bringing in money, right? So, and it may be totally different from where you live, your climate, everything, you know, the location that you have, everything like that goes into play when you're creating your tailor shop, wherever, if you're doing it out of your home, where you live, for instance, or will you get a commercial location so you can make better money because you'd be in more of a business district, you know? All of that is considered when you're starting your shop. You know, you want to consider all of those factors. Now, if I lived in Virginia or I lived in New York or California in the business district, you know, I would be, you know, just crazy busy, you know? But I'm busy enough, so I get to do my coaching at the same time. So I like that. I like bouncing off of 2 different businesses. So I'm happy with the way my lifestyle is and right now. So, but I love taking in alterations as well and helping people. You just get that great satisfaction when people come in, they try on their garments that you altered, and they're like, wow, this really looks great now. This really feels good now. And that's just, it makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel awesome that you were able to help them with their garment issue, right? So it's just a great way that it works out, and it's good for them and it's good for you. And you know, you just want to start making those connections and start making those sales, right? So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. And go ahead and give me the like to this video if you like the content that I share here. I know there's a lot of people watching and a lot of people afraid to reach out or to ask questions or to, private message me if they have a question or something, or just go ahead and subscribe, because there's so many people that are listening that are not yet subscribers. And I'd love for you to be here and to be part of my group and to be part of my sewing experience and everything. And so I can help you moving forward, right, with whatever your decisions are. So thank you so much for watching. Again, Karen Eichten here, business coach, and I'd love to help you with all your sewing shop needs. Thanks so much, and talk to you all real soon. Bye-bye now.